Bitcoin could retest eventually the low $90,000 again, guys. We're gonna have a look into that, and of course also into Ethereum, because Ethereum we didn't cover since quite some time, and also there it starts to look quite bearish, especially if Bitcoin would return back down towards the low 90s. And also I'm gonna update you on a meme coin that I bought a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna give you an update, guys. That meme coin is called Wall Street Ponke. It is a completely new meme coin that is upcoming, still in the very early stage phase, and that's why I want to give you an update, guys. Remember to be subscribed on this channel. We are almost at 500 subscribers. We're gonna do a nice giveaway once we reach 500 subscribers, and of course also check out all those projects that we always are covering in our videos here in the video description, such as this Wall Street Ponke, Pepeto, Bitcoin Bull, Solexi, and so on. We have a bunch of new coins coming up that I like always to buy early, and then of course wait until the launch. And also, if you're trading the next moves for Ethereum or for Bitcoin, you can do that over on those exchanges that I'm also using: Bybit, Maxi Global, Fimex, and so on. I diversified also into different crypto exchanges. Here you're gonna find the list of the ones that I'm using. Of course, no financial advice, guys, but those are all the crypto products that I'm using here in the crypto space. So make sure to be joining those exchanges with my links to get extra deposit bonuses, and of course also follow me in all my socials like X, TikTok, Telegram, Instagram, and so on. Over there also we are reaching a lot of subscribers, so that's why make sure to be part of it as well, because very soon also we're gonna do giveaways there as well, and other announcements and so on here in the crypto space, guys. So welcome everyone, and let's dive you straight into the Bitcoin chart on the weekly time frame. And if you're following my videos every day, guys, then you should know that I am starting to be a bit more bearish here for the next coming weeks, at least short term, because I think that a potential pullback is incoming to maybe create somewhere a higher low right here in comparison to the previous correction, and then finally have that huge bull run towards new all-time highs into the potential cycle top of this bull run for Bitcoin in the next coming weeks and months, maybe towards the end of this year. But first it looks like that Bitcoin could head lower just because of my indicators that are about to switch bearish right now. That doesn't mean that we're gonna enter into a bear market, but we could see something like we did also here when we topped out at 110k. We came down to retest important support levels and then had another wave up, and this is exactly what I'm expecting again here, and hopefully also create a higher low somewhere here, maybe at the 20 weekly moving average at around 95k. And if that happens, then of course we have to look at, for example, into Ethereum, because Ethereum currently is still fighting with this huge resistance here. If you did this trade here from the low basically at $1,500 all the way up to $2,600 to $2,700, it looks like that Ethereum now, after this huge fight with this resistance, instead of breaking out to the upside, is potentially falling down. And this is also mainly because of Bitcoin. Ethereum had all this time here to break out higher, but unfortunately it wasn't able to break above this resistance. And right now, because of Bitcoin and also because of the weekly time frame here for Ethereum that is still below this resistance, this previous support trend line here is now acting as a very strong resistance. So what I believe is happening right now is a potential rejection right here, and then come back down to maybe create also here a higher low in comparison to the previous one, maybe here at around $2,000, and then attack the all-time high and go to much higher levels, especially here the resistance is at 3k, and also here at $4,000, where we topped out here with every attempt basically of Ethereum to push towards the all-time high at around $5,000. So for Ethereum I am bearish, guys, at the moment in the next coming weeks, because also here the indicators are starting to switch bearish. We also are not even able to create here positive money flow. It is still negative here, and if this one continues to go lower, then of course we are most likely facing more downside here in the next coming weeks before we eventually go higher. And once Ethereum is waking up, once Ethereum is breaking out here through around $2,800, this resistance, I'm pretty convinced that we're gonna go then straight towards the next one at $3,200 and then $4,000, and maybe even higher than that. I have very bullish targets for Ethereum during this bull run for Bitcoin, but Ethereum really needs to start to take off very soon. Latest once Bitcoin is also having another rally, so once Bitcoin is also coming down in the next coming weeks, and then gear up for the next big move to the upside. Latest then also Ethereum must start to push higher and higher here, so towards 10k or even higher than that, because my targets for Ethereum during this bull run were all up here at around 10 to 15,000 dollars, and so far nothing of that has been reached. Not even we retested the all-time high here from 2021, and this is of course bearish, but we still have the chance if Bitcoin of course also is not over with the bull run, but it's going to continue to push higher and higher. That's why we have to keep an eye on Ethereum, because once Ethereum is starting to push higher and higher, then of course we're gonna see also the altcoins, especially all those meme coins like Pepe, Dogecoin, Mudeng, Shiba Inu, and so on, also skyrocket. We have many coins that are selling off right now, even though they had of course a nice rally in the last couple of weeks. Also Mudeng here pumped 1500%, and now again we are seeing a dump of around 59%, and most likely we're gonna see also 10 cents here again before we're bottoming out somewhere. And I think that this will be then the time for a good buy opportunity for all those coins that are on exchanges like Pepe, Dogecoin, Shiba, and so on, and of course Ethereum itself as well. And once the altcoin is starting, very often we see also a big trend in new upcoming coins. So people are jumping into those new coins that are coming out, because very often they're doing their own thing. Every day we have new listings of new coins that suddenly are exploding. Of course there is a high risk, no financial advice guys, no promises, everything can also go down to zero. Even this coin here that is pumping 8,600%, maybe tomorrow is down to 99%. Everything is possible here, high risk, but I like just to buy into those new coins to have the chance to catch some of them that are nicely pumping at launch. No promises, nothing guys, I'm just sharing everything with you, especially whenever I see new coins trending like Solexi right now, or also Pepeto and so on. And we have of course now also this Wall Street Ponke that is just getting started. So they started very big, they raised over $300,000 in the first few hours, and right now everything is a bit more quiet about this one here, but I still like to buy and keep those coins here, because the API is still extremely high. So sometimes whenever you're buying early into a coin, maybe the hype is not so big at the moment, and also you can buy and stake those coins to accumulate more and more coins basically for free, because by the time this one is coming out, you're gonna accumulate a lot of coins, and you can basically put whatever amount you want into those coins. Of course, no financial advice, but if you want to follow me, Wall Street Ponke is also linked here in the video description next to the other upcoming coins. And on Wall Street Ponke, we have exactly the same thing like with every other of those new coins. They are of course at the beginning, sometimes a lot of people are jumping in, and then everything is going a bit more quiet and slowly. And the good thing about this is same like we also did with Solexi, for example. At the beginning also here it was over 1000% API, and at the beginning not many people jumped in, and now it's the biggest one with 59 millions, because this one also is bringing out a lot of testnets, and already the breach and the block explorer is live, and the other products are coming out, and also we have a launch date in 2 days of Solexi. That's why so many people are jumping in, and that's why I like to buy those coins early enough before the big hype, before everyone is jumping into a coin. Accumulate as much as possible. Also here 1160% staking rewards. If you connect your wallet, you can then of course interact directly here with the website or with the coin. You can purchase it for 1159% rewards, and this will be accumulated then every day until the launch. And you can see that also here now I have surpassed here 111,000 coins, my staked balance, so the ones that I actually bought. I bought this amount of tokens, and this is what I received so far as a staking reward, because it is still very high. So by the time this one will come out, I'm gonna have a lot of coins. And once the hype is starting, then of course everyone is jumping into this coin, and when the staking reward is becoming lower and lower, then of course people have to buy as much as they can with their own money. But if you're buying those coins before everyone is chasing them, then of course you can easily accumulate free coins with whatever amount that you're putting initially into those coins like Wall Street Ponke right now. This is exactly how I'm playing this game with every other coin. As soon as I see it somewhere that is getting a little bit of hype, of course on Wall Street Ponke we had it at the beginning, now everything is a bit more quiet, but at some point probably also this one will come back, just because the name Ponke is in it, and Ponke also performed very well at the beginning. This is what I'm doing with every of those coins, also Bitcoin Hyper, Snorter, Solexi, and so on. I'm doing always the same thing, and also with Wall Street Ponke I'm happy that I bought, and of course I'm continuing here to stake those coins here until launch. I keep you updated on this one, guys. If you also want to buy some Wall Street Ponke coins, but just that you have here an update. This one is still around, of course, and I keep you updated here on this one as well as soon as there are some major news coming out. But at the moment this one is running, and while this one is running we can accumulate more coins, of course, and definitely stake it right now if you're jumping into this coin. No financial advice, of course, but here we don't have any launch date. It's still very early stage, so I would definitely buy with staking. For Solexi, for example, I would definitely buy without staking, because obviously in 2 days you cannot accumulate that much, especially with 76%, and also your coins are locked then for 7 days after launch. So if you're buying without staking, no lockup period here, and go always through the official website, guys. Never use an app like Best Wallet or Launchpad or anything like that, because then you have high transaction fees. Sometimes you cannot claim immediately, or you have to wait for the exchange launch, and you cannot put it somewhere to trade it elsewhere on DEXs. Always go through the official website, because like that your coins, once this one is coming out, then you can immediately claim it into your wallet. So also here, when you go then here and claim your tokens, claim rewards, then you can immediately claim the tokens into your DeFi wallet like MetaMask, for example, and then trade it directly from here, or put it, for example, not put it, but connect to Uniswap or DEX tools and so on. So connect your DeFi wallet to other decentralized exchanges, and you can trade those coins there. That's why always very important to use the official websites. Alright guys, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and let's hope that Ethereum finally is waking up and go towards my targets. Would be great, of course. I'm sure that also many of you would be happy then if Ethereum also would reach at some point 10k. Would be great, of course, guys, but no financial advice, just my own opinion, just my own TA. Until then, make sure to be subscribed on this channel. Thank you very much for watching, and we're gonna see us all in the next one. Bye for now.